that are popular. Okay, so I think we all can agree. Are we all saying that, let people do what they want to do? And I think most of us don't have an issue with people doing what they want to do. It's just the kind of, okay, I'm over here because it's so much better, but yet I'm putting you guys down. I'm putting LER down. I'm putting Super Slide down. Is that necessary? That was my point.
I would comment to that and say this.
Sure.
I think what we have learned in the last couple of weeks is culture. That's been a big, because we as a manosphere and as whatever fair, red pill, black pill, we evolve, right? We don't stay the same. And so we look for reasons of inner improvement or internal improvement. And culture has been a big topic the last 2 weeks. And I would say this. Black people, black women, and black men, we attach ourselves to ways. There are over 1,500 religions. There are over 60,000 community colleges, universities, sororities, alumni that you're tied to with their ideologies. We have sexual liberation from 1960, where a woman is not frowned upon or for having kids outside of marriage. Women are now in the front row. Baby mamas are now in the front row of churches. The father doesn't arrange the son and what wife he chooses to decide. The father does not interject with the daughter and decide her marriage for her. So we don't have a culture as a black family united. We attach ourselves to things. We pull out what we want and what we like. With the sexual liberation, like Brother LAR said, and we don't want to take the repercussion of PTSD and therapy. And I would also say this, where does PTSD come from? It comes from being rejected. But in order to be rejected, you have to have sexual liberation. And after having PTSD, you're going to need therapy. So we need to attach ourselves to a culture. And I think that we would, a lot of the underlying stuff would be addressed.
So let me ask you, and you brought up a good point. So are you saying that I understand what you're saying, that a lot of us come from dysfunction, let's just face it, because it's the hands we were dealt. But I often feel like that's just kind of, not an excuse, but it's just like, well, this is a reason to explain kind of the bad behavior instead of dealing with the bad behavior.
Well, I had a leader in my family. He was my father and my grandfather. And they would, if you were my girlfriend, you would have to see them, right? I don't have, the freedom is taken away from me and how I express the sexual expression to another woman. Same as my sisters. The power is taken away. What is sexual liberation? You get the chance to test the milk, go and have your career, not predicate everything on your marriage and build a bear or building up with your wife and husband. We have sexual liberation. That comes with a price. It comes with a price of being rejected. It comes with a price of being hurt or whatever the case, baby out of wedlock. And so that's not culture, that's ways. We're picking whatever we like and we have the freedom to do it, but it is not a culture at all. It is really recklessness and toxicity.
Okay, so that gives us...